All right, hello. All right, we have begun now.
Yes, let's do
Welcome,
it.
welcome to stream time. It's time again for the game.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, it's now August 4th, 9:39 a.m. Gensokyo Court, defendant lobby number 2.
Okay, now I gotta remember who I am. I'm Mary.
Yes, you are
Okay.
Mary, and I am Renko.
Whew, I've already been there once, so why is my heart still beating so fast? Is it a sense of danger? Now we're doing the past still. We're in the
Yes.
past. In the past, last time we did the past of the past.
Yeah, no,
So-
yes, we did do the past of the past, because Renko talked about her time with Yomu. But now
Yes.
we're back to the court case where, right before the big tragic event happens.
Yes. You're here, Miss Aya. If it isn't the second day, how is it, Mary-san? Will I get my name cleared?
Nope.
Probably not. No worries.
Yeah, no.
Lies. I tell lies.
Worries.
I just tell all lies. Just look her in the eye and just tell lies. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove your innocence. Lies, they're all lies.
I mean, listen,
She's lying to me, isn't she?
Listen,
I think she's lying.
Aya lies a lot herself, so this is her recompense, alright?
Yes, this is true. Okay, I can rest at ease knowing you said it, Mary-san, even if it's not true. Of course. Renko. Wait, how can they be in the same room? Why are you so early? The trial hasn't even started yet.
Duh, of course I'd show up before the trial started.
Huh?
Ta-da! I found you a crucial witness. Oh yeah, remember this dude from last time?
Mr. Katsura? Oh no, you're Katsura, right? Or am I Katsura?
I'm Katsura. Basically, I went to look for Mr. Katsura again, since he found the Go piece. I want to ask if he saw anything else on the day of the murder. Like, the murder. Turns out he did.
What? Would have mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't know, he just didn't think anything of it at the time. Mr. Katsura said that around 7 a.m. that day, he saw someone suspiciously run out of the library while holding a blood-stained book.
What? Is that true, Mr. Katsura?
It is.
Then did you get a clear look at the face? What kind of book were they holding?
She was running very quickly, so I didn't get a good look at her face. I only remembered that her clothes were red, possibly stained by blood. As for the book, I only remember that its cover was blue. I couldn't see any other details. Great.
Is that so? Thanks a lot, Mr. Katsura. This is needed
This
is indeed very important testimony. Words don't make sense. With your statement, I can even more confident in my victory.
Listen, the one thing I've learned for script writing that Slap City videos is that English is fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
However, there's something I need you to bear in mind.
What is it?
My testimony may be of utmost importance, but at the same time, I'm a very grave witness. Please, make sure you mention me at the correct time. Best case scenario would be for you to not mention me at all. Otherwise, there could be unforeseen consequences.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
I'm currently
Like, yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you seem trustworthy. Yeah, I'm sure your testimony will be presentable in court.
What does that mean?
Yeah, don't mind the 700 laser pointers pointing at the back of my head. That's perfectly
Yes.
fine. It's just a party crew. It's definitely not the government. Whatever you do, please promise me this. Unless it's at a critical moment, do not mention my existence to the court.
Understood?
Yeah,
Like, promise?
you got.
Like,
That's good to hear. Good luck, Miss Mary.
yes.
To your best, Mary.
What the fuck did you bring me, Renko? Who the hell is this?
He's great.
I believe in you.
Don't
Don't
worry
worry.
about it.
Got it. I will emerge victorious.
Yeah, we.
I will. We. It's okay. We're all in this together, except it's about me.
Yeah.
And so the second trial of this case is about to begin. I'm not sure why, but I get the feeling perhaps this trial will change the entire future. Ba ba ba.
Well, aren't you presumptuous? We've been in the waiting room for an hour.
I think this is me, right? No, it's you.
No, you're Yukari. I'm Ron.
Court is now in session for the murder in the Tengu's Classification Information Library.
The prosecution is ready.
The defense is also ready. Miss
Seija.
Seija isn't here today. What's going on? Moreover, why is she the judge?
Oh yeah, I forgot she wasn't the judge last time.
That's exactly what I forgot too. Like, yes.
Yeah, it was Aki before. Is this trial rigged?
Before we commence this trial, there are a few particulars I must go over. Firstly, in an absolutely closed court, therefore all unrelated personnel are not allowed inside. Closed court? Hasn't this been the case since yesterday?
No, we were just straight goofing before.
Oh. And so, was yesterday... Wait, could that be why Miss Seija isn't in here today?
No, I guess yesterday could have been open, but they said closed.
I think maybe that yesterday had some funny business going on.
Maybe.
That's why the judge has been replaced.
Yeah, Aki just had no idea what the fuck she was doing. She's like, this is a closed court, I think.
Well, put simply, assistant prosecutors and such are not necessary. It really is. Furthermore, the original judge, Shiki Akimori-sama, has some business to attend to and cannot participate in today's trial, so I will be assuming her position. Business to attend to? I ask for your understanding in the matter. Whispering in the courtroom is permitted, just don't be too loud.
What?
She said we can't whisper loud!
What?
Seriously?
Okay. Sorry.
Didn't you already kick out anyone in the defense and prosecutor could whisper too? Then again, Miss Seija isn't here anymore.
What the fuck's gonna happen?
Maybe this trial will become that much easier. With all that out the way, let the trial commence. Prosecution, please proceed with your opening statement.
Gotcha. Yesterday, the defense brought up another possible culprit besides the defendant. The prosecution has since looked into this matter. From our investigation, we concluded that this person could not have committed the crime.
Huh? She's actually forming her sentences pretty well. I don't think that's cheer no. And the basis for the prosecution's conclusion is?
The witness, Sanai Kochia's testimony. The prosecution has questioned her, and the witness now has new testimony to provide to the court.
Then by all means, please do summon this witness.
Welcome back, Sanai.
I think that was me or you?
That was me. Sanai was me.
Okay. Witness, you have new testimony to submit. Is that correct?
Yes. Wait, how come the judges... Witness, please give your testimony. Right.
Boom. Clash in time.
Got him. Time to kill Sanai.
That's...
Yesterday, someone did, in fact, come play a round of Go with me at the shrine early in the morning. Press it.
And who is this person?
Well... I mean, she's not suspicious or anything, so we should leave her be.
What sense does that make? In the courtroom, all questions must be answered.
Well, I think there's no such need. Yeah.
You're acting very strange. Rather than not wanting to disturb this person, it's more like you don't dare to disturb her.
Huh? No, not at all.
That is very suspicious. What kind of person could make the Moyoria Wind Priestess quake in fear?
Close.
Moria.
Actually, yeah.
Moria.
Yes, yes, there you
Moria.
go. You got it. He's getting
I'm gonna get it wrong next time, but it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
man.
Hopefully they use it like next time.
Yeah.
If I can figure out the identity of this person, the answer will present itself.
But she didn't explicitly put me in Momichi-san's direction. Point. I was the one who asked, and she just happened to tell me about Momichi-san.
You were the one who posed the question?
Yeah, she didn't intentionally tell me, like, when you seem to be assuming, Lawyer-san.
I never assumed that.
What?
She stopped the game halfway, making you want more, and to have an excuse to bring up Miss Momichi. As such, she made you play Go with Miss Momichi. And that is what you did. Does that really sound so outlandish?
Huh? Objection. Defense, please don't try the same trick as yesterday. Badgering the witness of conjectures to get her to waiver and give favorable testimony. That method is extremely first-rate.
Well... What on earth? It's like she suddenly got a lot smarter.
Except she still doesn't understand the rings.
Though she still needs to work on her numbers.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. I'll just have to approach it from another angle.
I don't really think she was using me or anything.
You don't think so, but that doesn't mean it's not true. Climbing the mountain as early as 6 a.m. and the case occurring right after, just that alone is very suspicious. Of course, a person trying to manipulate you would act like she was innocent.
That's true, but you say that with such confidence, Lawyer-san. Do you have a lot of experience in the matter?
No, not at all.
Hey, I may have manipulated a few people. What about it?
I'm trying to manipulate you right now.
There's clearly no basis for her argument, yet she's still so confident. I'm sure she has a lot of experience in the matter. Tons of experience, surely.
Guys.
She didn't even leave anything behind. She just played a game with me.
Didn't leave anything behind?
Yeah, she left after the game was done. There was none of those evil signals or subtle clues you're thinking of, Lawyer-san.
No, that's not what I had in mind at all. Leave nothing behind, indeed. A murderer might attempt to do just that. The less evidence left behind, the better. That's the most logical train of thought. Given the chance, the killer would definitely dispose of any evidence. However, things usually don't go so smoothly in life. The killer might have accidentally overlooked some evidence. Or perhaps Miss Sanai overlooked something.
She didn't even... Oh, okay. I remember what the answer is. It's in the evidence. If you remember where it is.
Let's see.
Oh god, I forgot. We have a lot of fucking evidence.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So.
Gopis? No. Kita's? No, don't bring up Kita yet.
No. Yeah. It's like we gotta bring him up now.
Bring out Kita.
Now is
Gopis
the
lost
time.
on Akita yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
No, but that's at there. But that wouldn't be at the place. Would it be?
So.
Marked with 3 broken lines.
So.
I mean, because if she did leave something behind, all right, just throw it out.
So it is this.
Yep.
So Reimu, the reason we're supposed to figure out this is because Reimu was the only one who had the Tai Chi diagram, and the marking on here is the same Tai Chi diagram, or is the same as the Tai Chi diagram.
Gotcha.
Am I not clicked in?
Oh no.
Oh, it's down. I forgot. Does this
Does this look familiar, Miss Sinai? Don't try and steal my lines.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Huh? That's my last go piece. Where'd you find it?
It was right beside the table at the eastern entrance, Miss Sinai.
Huh? But I searched all the way until evening and I couldn't find it.
Why are you so bothered about this missing piece?
What?
According to your previous statements, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to play a lot of games anyway. In that case, why would you search all day for a missing piece? You don't strike me as someone that fussy.
Well...
Unless the piece belongs to someone else.
Ah!
If you had lost a piece of your own, it wouldn't warrant such an extreme reaction, since you don't get the chance to play much Go anyway. Wouldn't a single piece truly be so important? Would it be so important to you that you would search for it all the way until evening? But if it belonged to someone else, that would be a different story entirely. Since it's not your own belonging, you would naturally want to find it as soon as possible and return it. Miss Momiji had been on duty, so it couldn't have been hers either. Which means it can only belong to the mysterious third party.
Ah! Perfect.
Even now, you still intend to hide it. It definitely... the identity of this mysterious person.
Yeah. This definitely mysterious person.
This is definitely super mysterious with words that don't need to be there. Yes.
There we go. I didn't skip the objection pick that time. It's a world of a difference when you stop hitting the Z key. Same old tricks, huh?
What?
Get a hold of shortcomings in the witness's testimony. Infinitely expand this whole, all in order to achieve your unspeakable motives.
Yes, that's defense. It's called defense.
Yeah, that's called
that
cross-examination.
Is the definition of yes.
I love Banana Walrus. You're making a funny GIF at 5 a.m. What is the GIF, if I may ask? Such despicable means really grind my gears.
There's nothing despicable about my means.
It's like we're literally just proceeding in a court of law. Like, I don't get it.
Yes. The witness is undoubtedly trying to hide the identity of this mysterious person.
Why? Why would she hide this person's identity? Can you answer that defense? Does it fucking matter?
No. Perhaps she made a promise, or perhaps someone threatened her. Anything is possible.
Oh. The mighty wind priestess of the Moria Shrine with 2 gods backing her up can be threatened in the silence. Yes, actually.
Yep.
Can you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth right now?
If it had been done by this mysterious person, no, I don't think it's nonsense at all.
From the way it sounds, I assume you already know the identity of this person.
More or less. The person is...
Hang on, that would be meaningless.
Huh?
Once again, you bring out a conjecture, and we have to debate the reality of this conjecture. This time, the prosecution requests the defense present evidence.
What? What?
Yeah, evidence? What's
Evidence?
this?
Proof that I'm telling the truth? What?
What?
This is bullshit. What kind of court is this?
Yeah, what kind of court are we running here? White text saying LNN be like, and the gift is a ×4 speed thing of someone vacuuming a desert. Okay, I just got the mental imagery. What, like the fucking Spaceballs scene where they're just like combing the desert and just like LNN and be like...
We ain't found shit.
Yeah! We ain't found shit.
In other words, the defense must first present evidence that proves the person's identity before giving their conclusion.
Precisely.
Indeed, I think it's a good idea. I don't like it. It's
Yeah.
very logical and leaves no room for pointless arguments. Please present the evidence in question, defense. Not going to ask for my opinion, is she? But that won't be a problem for me. The evidence that proves the identity of this mysterious person?
Alright, what is it? What could it be?
Autopsy interior diagram. Yes, testimony, bloody bookshelf, handprints, strange note, Tai Chi diagram.
Why did it go black? What the fuck?
It's yes. Apparently,
Yeah.
once we hit it, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, no, I realized, because we were supposed to solve this one at a time. I guess my explanation gave you both. I thought that's what we were supposed to be solving. I didn't realize. What?
The evidence is on the go piece.
I presented the Tai Chi, whatever. This thing again.
Underneath the piece are very special markings.
You mean these 6 dots? Yes, dots. 6, the exact opposite of 9. This must be a symbol of weaklings.
Well, it's definitely Cherno.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean.
Oh.
Do you know Miss Sinai?
Huh?
As I thought, you don't know either.
So you're saying you know?
Please take a look at this.
But what is this? Chinese
Chinese
characters.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm.
My bad.
Shame.
I don't mean to put words into the witness's mouth. So
Yeah. Yes, I was like, can you stop reading my lines, please?
yes,
I have
exactly.
I want at least the freedom to speak. Damn it.
But I'm trying to win this case.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
don't mean the words on it, but rather the symbols. I'm sure you can all see the trigram on the right. It's exactly as the same markings underneath this go piece.
Huh? What?
This is a part of the 8 trigrams. In the 8 trigrams, each trigram is represented with a broken and unbroken lines referring to yin and yang respectively. And these 3 broken lines just so happen to represent yang, which perfectly matches this black go piece.
What? I've never heard of that. Just don't let the other side talk and you win. Case easy. Perfect.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Exactly.
Unfortunately, Cherno's the opposition, so that's going to be a little bit harder this time around.
Yes. Of course you haven't. The only person in Gensokyo who knows about them once said, I'm probably the only one in Gensokyo who is interested in it. You might be referring to... Correct. I'm referring to Shrine Maiden of the Shinto faith in Gensokyo,
Hatate.
Remo Hakare.
There she is. No way.
I don't believe it either.
But in 1 year from now, she will be a murderer.
Again.
Yeah.
The Shrine Maiden who took such good care of me a half a year ago is now... However, I'm afraid this is the truth.
Does the defense have any proof?
You want proof? Look at the witness's face. Your Honor, I hereby accuse Remo Hakare of being a suspect. You dead, woman. You're dead. You're dead.
I realized that, like, when it cut over to her face, I should have let it sit there at least a little longer, but my instinct was just to hit the button. I just like to imagine it's just
less dramatic effect, you know, it's all good.
Just like, look over to her face, and we're done. Open and closed case.
It was her who led Miss Sinai into playing Go with on the
with
the on-duty Miss Momiji and gave her the ghost set, thus creating an opportunity to sneak into the library. Indeed, the defense raises a valid point. As of now, Reimu Hakare is undeniably suspicious. In that case, we now have a suspect that hasn't been investigated yet, which means the prosecution will be required to investigate.
The defense is being hot-headed again.
Huh? You can't mean...
Correct. Reimu Hakare is currently in the waiting room as the third witness in this case. As you,
Oh my
for you
God.
see, I have predicted this yet again. I knew all along.
Nothing suspicious about this.
No, I'm just the smartest ice fairy of all time. Fuck you.
Again? Why didn't you tell us sooner? Why did you withhold the fact that you were aware of her identity to begin with?
Hello, Crown. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Banana Walrus is talking about making a funny GIF. that's the concept. The trial hadn't reached that stage yet, you see. Ice melts inch by inch, and the trial progresses step by step.
Fell for the same trap twice.
Gosh darn it.
Thought I could relax without the anima around.
Yep.
Yep. Close. Perfect translation.
100%.
But the prosecution standing opposite me right now has suddenly become just as scary as her. Anyway, let's summon the witness first.
It took lots of blood, sweat, and tears to get her to come to court, you know. She really hates being bothered.
Yes, Reimu may take the stand. Murderer!
Yeah.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh. Wait. Why are you here, you hag? Why is she the one in the something prosecution stand? And you in the expense stand, too. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about any of this?
It's defense.
Why does vacuuming a desert have to do with L&N? Did you no-miss the sand, no-bomb the cactus? No, I think it's like... It's supposed to be like... They're equating, like, the grind to getting an L&N to vacuuming up a desert. Where it just takes forever.
Order in the courts. Don't throw a tantrum now, Reimu. I'll treat you some nice candy after the trial, okay?
Yeah, if you're not a murderer, that is.
Well, if you're a murderer.
Who the heck would want your candy?
Your mouth may be saying no, but your body...
How about I treat you to some needles after trial, huh?
So much for having order.
Ahem. Witness, please remain silent. While some details may be different, what we're doing hasn't changed. We can skip the name and occupation. Please give us your testimony. God, what a pain. Let me get this straight. There's something I wouldn't do... there's nothing I wouldn't do not to be here. When I'm done, I'm going back to take a nap.
Oh my god, she's so lazy. She's my idol.
Yeah.
Murdering napper.
Well,
I guess he lives up to a reputation of the Shrine Maiden who doesn't care about the court, at the very least. Wow.
Very glad I'm not in the same house as you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because then I take up all the good nap spots, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, definitely.
That's what you meant.
Yeah,
that's what you meant.
definitely not anything else. Definitely nothing
Nope.
murder related.
Nope. Nope.
Also, the crowd saying that they thought vacuuming the desert was like, they picture like a super powerful vacuum doing it in like 4 seconds. I don't think there's any vacuum in the world that can do that. Although that is also hilarious mental imagery. Of course. So as long as the defense agrees not to badger you, that is.
Hey.
Fine, I'll testify. Clash start.
Boom, boom, boom.
That day, I got the sudden urge to play Go, so I paid that Wind Priestess a visit. Pricer.
You got a sudden urge to play Go?
Yeah, sometimes you just get the urge, you know?
Not this again. Don't tell me someone also played around with you beforehand.
Hello? It was so early in the morning. Who'd be bothered to do such a thing? The two back at the shrine don't know how to play. It's that hag up in the judge's seat who I usually play with.
Hag, she says. So, what gave you such a sudden urge to play that day?
Beats me. I just woke up and felt like playing. What do you expect me to have a reason for something like that?
Well, isn't this exactly what Miss Sinai said last time? Forget it. I won't find my breakthrough here. I'll have to approach this from another angle.
Halfway through the game, I suddenly remembered I hadn't cooked anything for that brat back home to eat, so I left.
Cooked?
Yeah. Neither of those two are good in the kitchen, so I have to do it. Especially the pipsqueak. She might actually starve to death if I'm not careful. And I even have to make food appropriate to her size. Just thinking about it is annoying.
It does seem pretty hard work. Miss Shimishiro. I've never seen her before, but rumors do say her body is remarkably small.
And that she's going to be dead in a year.
Yeah. She's dead, yes.
Yes.
I could see how taking care of her would require extra effort. Wait, no. Why am I telling myself? Letting myself be distracted. I need to focus on the case right now.
I can't focus on how adorably small Shimmy is and how I want to put her in a little jar. I mean...
Yes.
But the Wind Priestess still hadn't scratched her itch for the game, so I told her about that Tengu.
You know the Tengu could play Go?
Yeah?
How did you find out? Moreover, since you knew, why didn't you play with the Tengu?
Man, that's one question too many. Let's see. It's been too long for me to remember how I found out. Like, who'd remember where they heard about some Tengu playing Go? As for why I didn't go see her, well, the Wind Priestess was way easier to find than some Tengu on patrol.
But she wasn't on patrol that day.
How was I supposed to know?
Well...
You know, you really should ask yourself if a question makes sense first before blurting it out.
She's right.
Yeah. Anyways, after that, I flew back home, but not before giving her my Go set. Ah, shit. Something about you left your Go set. Because she wouldn't let go of it and wanted to play with someone else, so I had to leave it with her. And then she went and lost one of the pieces. That's one of my belongings. How dare she lose it like that? Damn it, something's pissing me off. I'm going home.
Wait, hang on. Crap, this topic seems to have struck a nerve.
Game over.
Did you fly directly back home?
Yeah, that's right.
In that case, you must have passed by the library, correct?
Huh? How would I know? I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
The building in question is 10 stories high. You couldn't have missed it.
Fine, you win. I saw it. Happy?
What's with that attitude? In any case, it's the new information. Please append it to your testimony.
Sure. When I flew back, I passed by that building. Didn't really pay any mind. Nothing was there for me to see anyhow. We have evidence against that. I think. We do.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Claire's calling.
Oh my god, this guy.
Hello?
He's not even gonna be able to deliberate on what could possibly be. Look at how much fucking evidence we have to go for.
Yeah,
How much?
sure.
Here, I'm gonna count this while he's on call.
Yeah. Do that and I'll set it.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 pieces. 16 pieces. Fun evidence. This will all be relevant somehow.
Okay, wait. So, what are we trying to prove? That there was nothing to see?
Yeah. There should have been something for her to see when she flew over the building. So we got attorney.
Well, let's look at the exterior diagram.
The exterior diagram.
Okay, that didn't help us.
So that's where the victim.
Yeah, she should have seen them on patrol.
I don't think them necessarily. Also, we used this earlier in the case, technically, on the previous day.
Okay. Aya's testimony?
She spent time from 10 a.m. to 6:50 a.m. waiting for Miss Momiji to leave her post.
Okay.
Bloody bookshelf.
She wouldn't have seen that from outside.
Yeah, the bookshelves are... Yeah, the bookshelf stuff doesn't matter. Strange note wouldn't have mattered. Tai Chi chart diagram definitely doesn't matter.
Okay,
book.
hold on, I gotta do one thing real quick.
Oh my god, this guy. I can't believe in a highly professional stream such as this that he could possibly be doing anything that isn't being incredibly focused. I've never done that once in my life. I've never gotten sidetracked.
Yes.
It's a book found at
players
Haiti
can
and
choose sign up for a
Milwaukee.
claim without signing up.
At the Hakurei Shrine. Reimu refuses to talk about it. What about this, Reimu? You want to tell us a little bit about this book now that you're in court? I'm sure you'll be comfortable talking about it now. And then a go piece.
Claim 220.
It was found by Kita yesterday when fucking Sneed lost it like a dumb. And then he found a go piece, and then someone... Actually, this is a crazy story. Wait, he picked up a go piece, and then looked up, and then saw somebody fling out of the fucking library with blood all over them. He's like, what the fuck? Can you imagine being Kita in that scenario? Honestly, yeah, I'm not surprised he didn't say shit. Like he just sees that happen, and he's like, I didn't see anything. I'm good. I'm good. Just slowly back away. This, I doubt people know I'm a lawyer. Present it. Reimu, you must have been able to see my attorney's badge from all the way up on high. It reflects so prominently in the breeze.
Yeah, so it would definitely be Momiji's testimony.
She and the victim were stationed at the library's east. Let's see. Your Honor, what do you think about this witness's current statement? That's you.
What do I think? I'm thinking what you're thinking. Which is what? What am I thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking.
Maybe I'll get lucky on that one. That's what you're thinking about. Did she see through my bluff? I need to be more careful when I'm talking.
Something never going to see anyhow.
Nothing was there for me to see anyway. Okay, so let's do present.
It's definitely evidence. I know that much. It's one of these.
No, it could be... No, it's going to be... It would be Aya's testimony because she was waiting at the top of the thing.
There you go.
So
you got it.
Yes.
That's you again. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
but it's okay. It's okay. Your Honor, can you please have the defense refrain from stealing my lines?
Well,
please.
Well, you're the judge,
Please.
so you get to decide that.
Yes, Miss Cherno, would you please stop stealing Miss Mary's lines?
I can't help it.
You only saw a plain rectangular tower and nothing else?
Yeah, what of it?
You don't fly so slowly that you wouldn't have passed by the library after the crime, right?
You trying to make fun of me? I was probably already at the shrine by that point.
Now, isn't that strange? Because at the time, the defendant had been waiting on the roof of the library.
Huh?
Nothing of note at all, is what you said. But given the situation, you couldn't have not seen the defendant. So, do you have anything left to say?
Raymu's
Well, technically, you could say that my defendant's lying. So...
Well, no, but this was... Wait. Actually, when did we learn this? No, because...
We learned this, like, after the freaking first trial.
No, but Momiji... Because we're not necessarily using her testimony, because I think it's Momiji... Momiji suspects she was somewhere in the vicinity, right? So it's not... So we can kind of assume she was up there. I guess we don't know for sure, though.
No, it's weak at best, I think. But your testimony contains a contradiction. You definitely should have seen the defendant when you flew past the library.
Right.
How do you explain this?
Explain? What do you mean
I'll
explain?
kill you!
I'm going home. Yeah. It's like...
Wow.
Like, fantasy seal.
What?
I already said I'm only testifying once. Now I'm done. Now that I'm done testifying, you can go figure out the rest by yourself. I'll have no part in it.
You can't be serious.
She did agree to come here on the condition that she would only have to testify once. Hear that? I'm not interested in playing detective with you guys. Knock yourselves out, but I'm done. Bye.
Hang on. Your Honor, aren't you going to do anything about this? Witness, some parts of your testimony have been called into question. If these doubts aren't cleared, it cannot be considered a valid testimony. If you were simply to leave like this, I could find you in contempt of court and guilty of giving false testimony.
Alright, I'll explain. My explanation is to your satisfaction. I can leave, right?
Do as you wish.
Hey, you, Mary.
Hmm?
You mentioned the descendant was on the roof. Yeah, the descendant was on the roof of the building at that time, right? Yeah, that's supposed to be an intentional error, I think, on Raymu's part.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's defendant.
Defendant. And yes, that is correct.
You say that's a problem with me not seeing her, so let me ask you. Did she see me?
What? Well, in her testimony, she didn't mention that.
Which means she didn't. Well, that settles that. She didn't see me, so how could I have seen her? Or maybe she already flew down. Or she hadn't flown up yet. Anything is possible. Regardless, the fact that the descendant didn't see me proves that it's completely possible for me to not have seen her.
What?
Look like you forgot to think in reverse, defense attorney. You took this issue with the fact the witness didn't see the defendant, yet overlooked the fact that the defendant never saw the witness.
No,
So-
that means that the witness is lying.
Yeah.
Or my defendant's lying. So one or the other. That doesn't prove anything.
Yeah. So maybe the witness wasn't paying attention, or maybe the defendant wasn't there at the time. Your own defendant's testimony just proved the witness correct.
No. That's bad logic. That's such bad logic.
Mary's like, I hate you guys. Fuck
I
this.
hate
I'm
you
out of
guys.
here.
Yeah, this is stupid. Crap, I didn't think of that. Because it shouldn't have to be thought of. Even if Miss Aya had been paying attention to the ground, there was no way she wouldn't notice someone zipping past her. That means she didn't zip past her. Allow me one question, witness. Were you near the library, were you not?
Yeah, though I just happened to pass by.
I see. The witness was in fact near the library, yet she didn't see Miss Aya, and Miss Aya didn't see her. This is obviously a contradiction.
Well, that should be all. If Mary's got nothing left to say herself, then the reason I gave is fine, right?
Why does this contradiction exist?
Alright, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna leave. What a pain this was.
Hang on. Damn it, I can't let her end like this. I should just shout first so she doesn't leave.
Yeah, you already did that, Mary. What else is there?
What else can I bring up? What else?
You aren't thinking, I'll just shout first so she doesn't leave, are you?
Well, crap, I need to think of some reason to make her stay. ASAP.
I'm not interested in playing games. If there's nothing else, I'll be going now.
The only lead I have right now is this contradiction, but it isn't enough by myself to make her stay. Just need a deduction, no, an assertion.
You're crying out loud. This place is boring as hell.
Wait, what? What did I overlook? There must be something I haven't thought of.
Looks like you forgot to think in reverse, defense attorney.
Think in reverse. Reverse. Think in.
Reverse.
Reverse in think. In the air, Miss Reimu definitely would have seen Miss Aya. And if I reverse that, Miss Aya chose to hide the top precisely because the people below couldn't see her.
Alright, I'm not wasting any more time. Goodbye.
Wait a moment.
Sorry, I'm not falling for that this time.
This time, I'm not playing around either.
Oh.
You passed by the library while the defendant was at top, yet you didn't see the defendant, nor did she see you. The reason for this is simple.
Huh?
The reason being, you never flew by the library in the first place. You actually walked by the library.
You had a pleasant stroll. What's this all about now?
If you had flown past the library's roof, then you not seeing the defendant and not being seen by her all is very odd. But if you had walked by the library, of course you wouldn't have been able to see the defendant at the top of the building.
Objection. That's dumb. And why didn't the descendant see me?
Please take a look at the diagram of the building's exterior. Oh my god, there's a big green forest around it!
Oh, Jesus.
To the north and west of the library is a forest. If you were hidden in the forest and not out in the open, of course it would be difficult to spot you from above. In reality, the defendant was also said that she couldn't see the ground clearly since she was too high up. Therefore, if you had been hidden in the forest, the defendant never would have noticed you.
Gee, that sure sounds reasonable, but it doesn't change anything. Even if you explain the contradiction, I'm still leaving.
Wrong.
Say what?
In your previous testimony, you stated in no uncertain terms that you had been flying. And now I have a reasonable argument which discredits that testimony. Therefore, your previous testimony contains issues and cannot be considered a valid testimony. Leaving now, you would still find you in contempt of court and guilty of giving false testimony.
What?
Indeed. Oh, my dear Reimu.
Yeah.
It seems you have been backed into a corner. No choice but to testify a second time, then.
I have to testify again?
There are now doubts as to exactly how you departed from the Moria Shrine. Please testify about the time you left the shrine.
So be it.
And this witness is lying. Like, literally lying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
Yes, I left on foot, so what of it?
Why did you lie at the start?
Because I felt like it, I don't know. Hey, don't put it like that. It was just a slip of the tongue. No lies here. Yeah, just a slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whether you flew or walked, could something so major really have just been a simple slip of the tongue?
Why do you care if it was? Does everything I say have to meet your standards? I'll decide what words come out of my mouth. It's not your damn business. Well, it's not our business. It's the court's business, actually.
Yeah, exactly. She forcefully shot me down. You suck, Mary. You suck. This is not like, this is like, oh no, it does matter. She must have had a reason for not telling the truth if it wasn't a slip of the tongue.
I was not expecting the sudden Mary outburst.
I just don't understand. It's like, geez, she sucks at her job. It's like,
Listen,
like,
she's
you know,
learning. There's no other defense attorneys here. She's trying her best.
she sucks. Didn't she watch Columbo in the real world?
No, it's, probably not.
Well, she should have.
She would be a lot better right now.
She could have watched Judge Judy. That would have helped her. But no, she probably watched cartoons, which
Like-
also have judges in them.
Like Inspector
okay.
Gadget.
Yes. All right.
I think you...
She's trying to hide something.
Yeah, there you go. So when I passed by the library, I didn't see anything on the roof.
You didn't look up even once?
Dunna. Even if I did look up, how was I supposed to see something 10 stories high?
Fair enough. It's hard enough to tell what's on the ground from 10 stories up, let alone the other way around. I don't think there's anything of note here. I should consider other perspectives.
But I was just passing by. I didn't do anything else.
Passing by, do you mean that you passed by through the forest?
Yes.
Why didn't you take the path? There's a small road where the Tengu were standing on guard.
I didn't feel like going there.
Why? Why would you opt for a hard-to-navigate forest instead of a well-trodden, clear path?
Oh, give me a break. I'll decide for myself where I want to walk. I can walk wherever the hell I want. Why do I have to walk where you want?
She's not budging at all. If she plans on keeping her lips sealed like this, then I'll just have to pry the truth out of her mouth.
I left after seeing that the Wind Priestess and the Tengu were, in fact, playing Go.
You saw Miss Sanai and the Tengu playing Go?
For the forest? Yeah.
In other words, she arrived there before you?
Yeah, she dashed out faster than that reporter the moment I told her about the Tengu.
That's still very strange. How did she arrive at the library before you? It's as if she already knew Miss Momiji would be there.
How should I know? She's the Mountain Wind Priestess. She probably knows a lot about the mountain.
She couldn't possibly know that she knew where to find one particular ordinary patrol Tengu, could she? Witness, it was you who told Miss Sanai about Miss Momiji. It only follows that you also told her where to find her. Otherwise, she would have no reason to go to the library in such a rush.
That does seem to be the case. Yes, I'm the one that told her where to find Momiji.
This is more new information. Please append it to your testimony.
If you say so. Went up to the mountain at 5 a.m., saw the Tengu at the library, and later told the Wind Priestess about it. Okay, so this is definitely where we... I think... Yeah. You see it too, right?
The 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you came up with a new lie to cover up an old lie.
Huh? What's your point?
You were so focused on explaining why you knew Miss Momiji was at the library that you made a self-contradictory statement.
What?
You never could have seen Miss Momiji at the library at that point in time. Her shift at the library only started at 6 a.m. And when you went to the Moria Shrine, it was only about 5 a.m. Therefore, you seeing Miss Momiji in front of the library was completely impossible.
Oh.
So, do you still have anything to say for yourself? Worst liar ever.
We're gonna get arrested 1 year early.
Do you still intend to continue lying? When climbing the mountain, you never could have seen Miss Momiji at the library.
You done?
Excuse me?
If that's all, I'm leaving.
What? There's a problem with your testimony. We still haven't...
There isn't a problem. This isn't a problem at all.
Huh?
Listen to yourself. You say their shift began at 6 a.m., but must it be exactly 6 a.m.? The Tengu don't wear stuff like watches. They probably just rely on their own biological clocks to tell the time. Maybe they left at 5:30 a.m. and used their own intuition to tell if it was 6 a.m. But in reality, who knows? Maybe it was actually 5:59 a.m., 5:55 a.m., or even 5:50 a.m. Can you prove this isn't the case?
What?
And let me just get one more thing out of the way.
What is that?
When I said I climbed the mountain at around 5 a.m., that's also an estimation based on my intuition.
What?
I checked the time before I left the shrine. It was just around 5 a.m., so I assumed it was around 5 a.m. when I went up the mountain. But who knows for sure? By the time I reached the Moria Shrine, it was already past 6 a.m. Maybe it was already 6 a.m. when I passed by the library.
That's...
So if you don't have any concrete evidence to prove that the Tengu hadn't yet changed shifts when I passed the library, then this problem is no problem at all.
Ugh. In Gensokyo, where electronics are lacking, time is such a vague notion. There's no way I can refute this effectively.
If there's nothing else, I'm gonna leave.
Hang on.
Sorry, this time I'm not interested in playing detective with you all. Go have all the fun in the world. I'm not playing.
Wait. Why do you dislike staying in court so much?
I gotta know. Huh?
I find it strange you reject the idea of testifying in court so much. It's like saying a few more words is going to kill you.
What a joke. It is going to kill me, alright?
Huh?
All the yokai are dissatisfied with this broken system. Every other day they come to my shrine to seek justice. And it bothers me to no end. I was never interested in any of this, nor did I take part in any of it. And now you drag me out here, tell me to testify this, testify that, and you don't even consider for a second that you're just inviting more trouble for me? The Shrine Maiden is related to the judicial system after all. You must take responsibility for this injustice towards us. I'm not cleaning up your mess, understood? If you understand, good. I'm out. If there are no more questions, I bid you all farewell.
It's useless. I can't find a reason to make her stay at all. If I stop here, this trial will be over. Why did it come to this? 'Cause you suck, Mary.
Because Reimu's really stubborn.
You. Saya. Mr. Edgeworth.
Goodbye. Do not mention the fact I came here to anyone. I mean, this was a close...
She's gone?
To be fair, this was a close trial, so... Hold it right there.
What? It's the...
Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? The defense and the prosecution may be on opposite sides, but our ultimate goal is still to find the truth. Seija Sensei taught me that, see?
Cheer no?
Witness, we still have a few questions for you. What the hell is there to ask about? According to the results of the prosecution's investigation, the witness's relation to the case might just not be limited to this game of Go. You little... What are you up to? The defense has also looked into this matter, correct? Do you not see it? Oh, I skipped over that.
Yeah, you don't care about Mary. It's
I'm
okay. I get it. I get it. She sucks. I'm with you on that.
Listen, I have
There's
nothing...
no point even trying to have her talk. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I'm
It's
fine.
okay.
I don't have anything against her. It's not true. Think carefully, little defense attorney. Don't get tunnel vision by simple deductive reasoning done from the bottom up. Try to see the big picture. Tie everything that we know together. Because at the end of the day, logic is a straight path. Once all the pieces have fallen into place, the path of logic will lead us to the truth.
Path of logic?
Stay calm, Miss Mary. I'm in a flashback now. The chance to strike back will present itself eventually.
Mr. Edgeworth? Think calmly, deduce calmly, connect everything together.
I can't think of anything.
If only there was some, path I could take.
Oh,
Oh my god!
shit.
It's opened in front of me! This case began when Miss Reimu went to the mountain to play Go with Miss Sanai. At around 6 a.m., Miss Reimu ended the game halfway and purposely led Miss Sanai to the library to play with Miss Momiji. And Miss Momiji, who had been at the library door, decided to play with Miss Sanai. If everything went as expected, then the killer should have snuck in while these two were focused on their game. Then, for whatever reason, the victim entered the library and was murdered by the killer. Thereafter, Miss Aya snuck into the library herself, getting discovered in no time by Miss Momiji, who had entered to look for the victim. At that point, the body was discovered, and Miss Aya and Miss Momiji both left to report the situation. Out of all these, at which point in time is Miss Reimu the most suspicious?
I zoned out. What the fuck? Before...
6 a.m. to 7 a.m. 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Here, she first played Go with Miss Sanai, and then she left halfway. Okay, well then it's before 5 a.m. Of all these date times, before 6 a.m. What?
Never mind.
She's probably going up the mountain. Of all
Well,
these,
which one
Miss Reimu.
could it be?
The case occurred after 7 a.m. At this time, no one else was near the library, giving the killer an opportunity to act. At this time frame is one Miss Reimu has never mentioned before. After the murder, what did the killer do?
Get rid of the bloodstains, take away the book.
Take away the book.
They took it away!
Right, the book. The library is missing at least 2 books. And one of these books was taken straight from the bookshelf where the body was found. What kind of book was it?
It was blue, so it was...
It was
It was...
philosophy book? I think it was a philosophy book. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. No, let's not get philosophical. So it's gotta be a
barrier or history.
history book.
I'm so
was a
sorry to
history
tell
book.
you, but you
Oh,
got...
why didn't you help me?
Because I didn't know how to give a
You
clue.
know Mary sucks.
Listen, I didn't
So,
know how to
and
give a
I'm Mary.
clue without having to spoil it, and I already spoiled other shit, so I didn't want to keep doing it.
Barriers.
I
By
love...
process of elimination, I've determined its barriers.
Yeah, no,
I got all 3 wrong both times.
Yeah, you went through everything.
Every single one of them.
Hey, listen,
Well.
it's Max Completionist playthrough. We're seeing all the dialogue.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I knew those were wrong. I just wanted to see the dialogue. That's
yeah,
it.
It's like
That's what I'm
Henry
going with.
Stickmin.
And considering the people who have to do with barriers in Gensokyo, could it be the other connection Reimu has to the case Cherno mentioned? Is this?
What are you on
Now I get it.
about? Yeah, sorry.
At the scene of the crime, a book related to barriers was found to be missing. Miss Reimu, you haven't forgotten about my question yesterday, have you?
What about it? I already told you. I have no clue what you're talking about.
It's no use trying to hide it. Your other connection to this case is that book.
What? Do you have any proof?
Of course I do. It's,
Fuck, I
uh...
actually don't remember.
stained book, meaning bottom layer had fallen off.
Oh god, she's dead.
Handprint, let's see.
I don't think it's the handprint.
No, it's going to be the, is it the strange note? No, familiar book.
I guess we can just show the
Yep.
book.
Yep. The book I saw yesterday. I haven't forgotten it. The book I saw at your shrine yesterday is precisely the book that has gone missing from the library.
Cut the crap. They aren't related at all.
I have proof that the book was taken from the library.
What?
It has a stamp inside that says property of this library.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Here's what can prove the book was taken from the library.
Bloody bookshelf. The bloodless bookshelf. The missing bloodstain. I think probably this, right?
Or maybe someone's testimony.
Test. We only have two pieces.
Maybe-
There's.
No, maybe people.
I doubt it's a person. Oh, I can't even
no.
bring up people. I can't
No,
bring
no,
up people.
okay. Okay, that's good. Alright. Should have seen it that day. Here's what I can prove the book was taken from the library. Just the bloodless bookshelf. Oh no, the bloody bookshelf.
Stained with blood.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not it. I think it's.
Oh, the missing bloodstain.
Yeah.
The missing bloodstain.
Yeah, no, that's.
That's what I was going for.
Oh,
missing bloodstain.
okay, cool. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just mix the two up. That's what I was asking you about earlier. I was like, the bloodstain, right?
This is the bookshelf the book was taken from. Notice anything? To the left, where the book originally was, like the book found at the shrine, they all have a blue cover.
That's.
If it were compared, if we compared those books to the one at your shrine, wouldn't we conclude that they are the same type of book?
Ugh.
The book is incontrovertibly proof you are the related to this case.
What is that word? Incontrovertibly.
Incontrovertible.
Yeah.
Incontrovertible.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's not. Yeah, there's no
It's not-
controversy on it.
Yes.
You made Miss and I play Go with Momiji, getting rid of any obstacles preventing you from sneaking into the library. While the library has two measures of security, the other measure is actually a barrier you created. That barrier wasn't an obstacle to you at all. And whilst you were searching for that book in the library, you startled the victim at the southern entrance, causing her to rush in and block your path. In order to not be discovered, you killed the victim in cold blood, then you fled the scene with the book in hand. I don't want to believe it, Reimu Hakare. The person who once took care of me half a year ago would actually do something like this. So are you still going to deny it?
No.
What? What?
A book had gone missing from the library, and I happened to be in the possession of a similar book. What a scary coincidence, huh?
Coincidence? You clearly...
I can explain how the book ended up with me.
What?
That book wasn't taken from the crime scene after the murder. I can explain. That's you?
Did you? Oh, you mustn't have heard it.
Oh, I did not.
You!
Yeah, you cut out for me completely there.
Now this is interesting. Very well, witness. Please proceed with your testimony.
Sure. Clash, start. Blam! That book is from my own collection.
From your collection?
Yeah, I put it there a long time ago.
Do you have anyone who can prove such a thing?
I can prove it. I'm a witness right now, aren't I? What the witness says is testimony, and testimony is proof.
Words from the person in question cannot be directly used as evidence. Do you have any objective evidence?
I don't, but do you have any evidence, proof to the contrary yourself?
Doesn't matter whose book it is.
You
Get on with it, Mary.
Yeah, you think it isn't an old book from my collection, but you don't have any proof either, do you?
And
Really?
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're only throwing out baseless conjectures, and I have my testimony.
It seems she plans on using the fact that there's no proof to fight my doubts. That helps. Well, it's a bit underhanded. If she has no to resort to this to get off the hook, it only proves that she's on her last legs.
I read it once and left it there, never touching it again. It's probably been sitting there for a very long time.
It's been a long time, is that right?
Yeah, you saw it for yourself, didn't you? If that bookworm hadn't dug it up, I wouldn't have even remembered the book exists.
Kia? Huh. If Miss Akia hadn't visited last time, I'm afraid this key piece of evidence wouldn't have been left undiscovered. When I think about it, it really was a lucky coincidence that she chose to visit when she did. Was it luck or was it a kind of inevitability?
Besides, that book has no direct relation to this case.
No direct relation to this case. Oh, no. The book's appearance is exactly the same that had gone missing. That isn't a direct relation.
That's just a coincidence. Do you have any way to prove this book is one from the library?
Well, we've only really have to inspect the book itself.
No can do. Tell Suika to stash it somewhere after it was rummaged through yesterday. And Suika always hides things in places even I can't find. She gets drunk and forgets where she puts them herself. In other words, I don't even know where the book is right now, I'm afraid.
Did she hide the evidence after what happened yesterday?
For some reason, the mic does not want to catch up you saying you. The first thing I heard you say was she.
You.
There we go. So that's coming through.
Right now, I can only rely on my memory of that book.
And it looking like the book that went missing from the crime scene is sure as hell a coincidence. That's all I can say.
Coincidence? It's a little too big to be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's a big one, all right.
Don't act dumb. There's no way such a big coincidence exists. Behind every coincidence is a long chain of cause and effects.
Who knows? But you can't prove it's not a coincidence either, can you?
Well...
Then that settles it. It's a coincidence. Period.
Reimu, are you trying to bluff your way out of this? Sorry, but I won't let that happen.
And it looking like the book that went missing from the crime scene is sure of a hell of a coincidence, is all I can say. Okay.
Okay, so let's find some evidence.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do here. I don't even know if this is a statement.
Well, let's see. Go to Aya's testimony. Nope.
We've used her testimony before.
Okay, the book on the shelf was found stained with blood from the body leaning. The book from Leia had fallen off. Missing blood stains. Matching have found. Spotted above the shelf, the messy bookshelf where it was made or left by her right hand. Strange note beneath the victim contains a picture of no one, meaning drawn in blood. Gotta be something.
Found beneath the victim. I feel like maybe it was a strange note, but maybe not.
I don't think, yeah, I think that would link her.
Because
Familiar book.
the
Head
book,
rank.
the book has the same symbol, right? And then
Yeah, try it again.
try the book or try the strange note.
Try the strange note.
Okay, that's not it. Besides, the book is no. Can I? No, I can't.
Oh, yeah. The book does have a relation to this case.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool, okay, cool. We had it right. That's you.
If there were only one coincidence, that could chalk it up to bad luck.
Right.
But if there are two coincidences, it is no longer a coincidence.
What are you getting at?
I clearly remember seeing an eye-catching symbol on that book. Miss Akia even said that the symbol was very peculiar. I bet there's one other thing you don't know. Underneath the victim, we found a note with the exact same symbol.
What?
What do you make of that? Doesn't it look familiar? It's the exact same symbol as the one on the cover of your book, isn't it?
How could... Success. Fucking got him, dude.
This should be what happened. After attacking the victim, he grabbed the book which was behind her. And the victim, in the last moments, saw the symbol on the cover of that book. With the only thing on her mind being that symbol, the victim used the last strength to draw it and hide it underneath herself. The existence of this note proves the book is related to the case. In other words, it proves that you are, in fact, related to this case.
Impossible! This can't be happening.
We have to thank the victim for leaving us one final message. For telling us the real truth. Now, do you still have anything to say for yourself?
This is all bullshit. What nonsense. This isn't possible. It's not possible.
It was you, wasn't it, Miss Reimu? Sneaking into the library, killing the guard on duty. I'm willing to believe it wasn't on purpose, Miss Reimu, as long as you admit to it.
What nonsense. How could I... Sage Akijin, this is all your fault.
What?
And don't just badmouth my mentor like that. I know it was her who convinced you to come to this court, but she couldn't have predicted all this. What nonsense. It all went to hell. All because of her.
What is she doing?
Hey, don't go do anything stupid. There might only be 4 people here, but do you really think acting rash is gonna solve anything?
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna die.
Maybe the prosecution of events might not amount to much, but we have a literal fucking god on our side, so don't try shooting shit at us.
Exactly.
But you need to consider who the judge is, yes?
Kill you.
Yeah. Bear with it. You know what the consequences will be if you don't think before you act. You need to do what's right by the gods. Under such circumstances, do I even have a choice? Don't you underestimate me. Hang on. I said acting rashly isn't gonna solve anything. Seriously, I thought you noticed. The fatal flaw in the defense's reasoning.
What?
What is it? The lawyer over there, listen up. For your reasoning to be valid, one crucial condition has to be fulfilled, which is that the victim had to have seen the killer take away the book.
Yes.
Based on the break in the bloodstain, the killer should have taken away the book after the victim was propped up against the bookshelf. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, we're looking at the autopsy report. The what?
I'm trying to
They make
multitask
those?
right now because I realized I messed up on something.
The victim suffered blunt force trauma to the front and back of the head. The blow was to the front was fatal. Death was instant. What?
Now, you see, the blow to the front of the head killed the victim instantly. And the victim was found with the back of her head against the bookshelf. This tells us the victim was only moved there after she died.
What? Indeed, the prosecution makes a valid point. According to the autopsy report, the victim should have collided with something in the front. The position she was found in can by no means be position that she died in. Therefore, the victim could only have been moved there after she died, leaving behind the bloodstains.
Only then did the killer take away the book. The break in the bloodstain proves it. So the victim seeing the killer take away the book cannot be possible. Is that so?
No way. To think there'd be such a fatal contradiction at this critical juncture. Especially when she was literally about to testify, rat herself out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Cherno's definitely fine with sending an innocent person to jail, so that's cool.
Yeah.
If I can't explain this contradiction, then this Reimu's suspicion will all vanish. But why?
Oh.
Since the victim couldn't have seen the killer take away the book, why did she leave behind that bloody note?
Seriously? If the victim didn't write it, then it was obviously written by the killer.
Huh?
The killer got wind of the fact that the witness had a similar book in her shrine, so they purposely stole the book. Then they left behind the note to connect the witness's book to the case, thus shifting the blame onto someone else. Isn't that right?
That's... I can't refute that. The killer shifting the blame onto someone else is a possibility.
Phew. Guess I don't need to worry anymore. Told you.
So. Oh, sorry.
I'm Madge.
Sorry, I just was getting excited.
You're not me. Get out of here.
Look at, yeah, I'm totally you. Look at those wings of mine. Yeah.
Alright, well, acting rash isn't gonna solve anything. Think calmly. That's the 9th class solution. I still need to pay your mentor a visit. The only reason I got put on spot is because you told me to come testify in the first place. Well...
In order in the courtroom. Defense, do you have any objections?
Seems like a great objection.
Proving the book came from the library without the book is in question. Nothing's coming to mind. How could this be? I already got so far. Victory is right in front of me. Am I really going to have the tables turned on me like this? I can't accept it. You're not saying anything. I see. How unfortunate. It seems the cross-examination of this witness has come to an end. Not good. This time, I really can't think of anything else. I was one step away. My reasoning shot down at the last moment. I can't accept this. What a terrible, terrible shame. Very well, I hereby declare the cross-examination of this witness is now over.
And she's gone.
Oh my glob.
We fucked up. Oh, God. Hold it.
Oh. What?
Who is that? How dare she barge into court? This is literally a closed courtroom. I have the evidence.
Yomu? What?
That's... You're holding... I... made it.
It is.
Huh?
Could this be? This is the book we found in the Hakare Shrine.
You can't be serious. You...
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fake. How could you have done it? Phew. Yesterday, Renko asked me to do something.
Renko? Sorry, that's me.
Yeah. She told me, on the second day of the trial, to collect a piece of evidence from the Hakare Shrine and hand it to Mary. The book Reimu-san came back with the day before is stolen. She has already confessed and needs to return the book as soon as possible. She told me I could get the book if I relayed that message to Suika-san. As expected, the moment Suika-san heard that, she immediately retrieved the book from the storehouse. What? Suika!
Never trust a drunk.
Yeah. So you had this up your sleeve. The defense attorney is over there is really something.
Actually, it wasn't my idea.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But Renko and Yomu come to my rescue.
Your Honor, this person is a criminal who barged into court. We cannot accept what she brought here as evidence.
I beg to differ.
It's way funnier this way. Why?
Yes. Indeed, barging into this court is an offense. This shall be handled in the future trial. But this court is undoubtedly related to this case. It's okay, book, court, it's all the same.
All the
The
same.
court accepts it as evidence.
Ah. Right. That should be all I needed to do. Hey, Mary. Renko racked her brain to get this evidence to you. Do not let her down. Got it?
Oh my god. Such pressure.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Right. If you'll excuse me then, I'll be hating you in a year from now.
Mm-hmm. Now, while there was a bit of chaos, trial is now back in session once more. Thank you, Your Honor. Let's hear, then, defense. What do you wish to assert with this book? That goes without saying. This book was the one taken from the library. Now that we are in possession of the book itself, we will be able to discern it as much.
That's not true. Even if this book connects and contents are the same as the missing book, doesn't mean it's the same one. Then tell me if there's a fucking number one. Can you guarantee there's not 2 or more copies of this book?
Determining whether or not this book is the one from the library is actually very simple.
What?
We just need to take a look at the book itself.
The serial number.
The serial number.
Yeah.
Yep. We just need to take a look at the serial number.
Serial number?
Every book in the Yukori Mountains Classified Information Library has a
There's no R. There's not.
I don't care. I like to give away R's. We talked about this last time.
You know what?
I was typing, and there was a few extra. I backspaced a few R's, and that's where it is. So I'm gonna put R's in wherever I want.
You know what? You
The
did
serial-
say that. I forgot.
Serial number to keep things organized. For example, 1B063, 1B065, and so on. It is my assumption is correct. Indeed, the serial number on the cover has been removed. However, the serial numbers within the book itself is still there.
What?
1B064, that's right. It's the serial number of the book that went missing from the library. How about it? Is this proof enough for you? Proof that you were the one who stole the book from the library?
What nonsense. I'm gonna do this again. This is fucking impossible.
Confess already. This time you won't get away. Oh my god. Why, Cherno? Why? Why? I thought it would have been the truth. What the fuck?
Defense. Hold your tongue. You seem to have a habit of being hot-headed. Witness, I advise you confess your crimes.
What? Oh, sorry.
At this stage, you still wish to insist. Oh, yeah, no, I honestly forgot that I was Reimer too.
Yes.
You still wish to insist you're completely innocent? It would do you good to admit that you stole something in the past, when the murder occurred. That's
What
you.
does that mean?
The witness's mind is in disarray, so allow me to explain for her. The witness
It's called
says...
leading the witness. This is illegal.
Yeah. This witness says this book is from her collection. So how did she get her hands on this book? Did she not take it from the library a long time ago? No, the blood.
Cherno even said the blood-stained book. You can't ask the Tengu to see if the witness borrowed any books from the library.
Yeah.
You can ask, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said. The witness had stolen something in the past. A long time ago, the witness stole this book from the library out of her own selfish desires. And this hadn't been noticed up until a moment ago. Isn't that right, witness? Oh, right.
Yes,
I keep forgetting that's me. Right. That's exactly it.
What?
It's from my collection. I took it from the library a long, long time ago. But I just forgot to return it.
This is absurd. Miss Sukiya can testify that you brought this book to the shrine the day before yesterday.
Oh man, Suika's head has never been all that good. She drinks all day and can't remember details about anything. The words of a drunken like her can't be considered evidence, but my words absolutely can. A proven
Yes.
thief who lied
And
in
liar.
court. Yeah.
You're kidding. Turning the tables again on me at a time like this? Absolutely not. This is an easy one, Mary. A way to prove the book was taken from the crime scene. Check for blood stains. Check for blood stains. The defense wishes to test for the blood on the book.
Test for blood?
The book's disappearance caused a break in the blood stain. As such, when the book was taken away, it must have had blood on it. Be that as it may, defense. The killer must have gotten rid of the blood on it, no? Yes, that's true. We just need to test if it was there, regardless of how the blood was cleaned. Right. Can't we just use luminol to test for it? With that, even the blood was cleaned, it'll definitely... What is it?
Luminol? What's that?
Huh?
Never heard of it.
Does Gensokyo not have that?
Damn it. Yeah,
Damn.
I forgot.
Why must we be getting things done in an old-fashioned place? So annoying. Unfortunate. How unfortunate, Defense. It seems your idea is not within the realm of possibility.
I've had enough for crying out loud. Wait, Yukari, can't you just go to the real world, or can't you go to the outside world and get Luminol?
Apparently, yeah, but she can't leave. If she leaves, she can't come back.
Well, I mean, I feel like she could. She can gap. No, yeah, because Yukari can travel between the outside world and Gensokyo. That's her ability.
Yeah, Yukari can, but like, they're talking. She and Renko are talking about leaving, and then that's going to be it. You know,
No.
there's no guarantee they're going to come back. They
No,
can
but I
come back.
mean, Yukari
Like, the
could.
portal opened. You
No,
know?
but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Yukari gapping to the outside world, getting Luminol, and then coming back here.
Yukari the judge?
Yeah, Yukari the judge.
Yeah, the judge can't get involved in that. They're supposed to be a non-biased.
Oh,
non-biased.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, they're just supposed to just evaluate the evidence given, not produce it themselves.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, fair enough. So hello, admitted Gertness. Yeah, we're in a courtroom. This is second time we've been in a courtroom in this game so far.
Second or third? Second time? Third time.
No, second. Oh wait, no, second.
I thought
second.
this was the third trial.
No, but
Wasn't-
but the other ones didn't take place in courtrooms. This is the only one to take
Oh
place.
yeah, you're right.
And then so this is part 1 and 2 of the third case.
Gotcha.
Well, she's a judge, so she kind of has to care at least a little bit. She was actually Yukari's the one who implemented the judicial system in this game to begin with.
Yeah, so if she was non-biased, then she really would be breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Now, if the other judge came back, Yukari could go get some luminol, but she can't.
Yeah.
So,
I've had enough for crying out loud. Suspect this, suspect that. I'm going home.
wait.
Why does the defense sound so disheartened? Have you yourself come to realize there's no reason for keeping the witness here any longer?
At this stage.
Oh yeah, No. Chirino's not Edgeworth. I realize I didn't pull this up last time. Hold on. I need to pull up a reference image of I can pull fucking wait. This'll take me a second. Phoenix Wright. The best. Here we go. No. Here we go. Okay, yeah, this should be fun to show. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me share my screen with Dad real quick, and then let me share my screen with Stream. I need everyone to see this. This is important. Chirino is based on a certain character from Ace Attorney Investigations. The character,
What?
yes.
Oh, yes.
The character in mind. Let me just hide that. The character in mind is this fucker. This is the
Yes.
best. From Ace Attorney Investigations 2. This is what her design is based on. It's so good. And the best whole shtick is that he's an idiot. So it works perfectly. That's his whole shtick. It's beautiful. Okay, yeah, sorry. Let me share. Let me start sharing the game back with Dad, so he doesn't have to look at the tiny ass monitor.
Yes.
No, it's so good. I love that redesign. That is perfect. Seriously, God help me, this doesn't become even more annoying.
Gotten so far. Could I give up here?
When this is over, don't tell anyone I testified here today, alright?
Do I give up?
Do I let Aya be declared guilty?
Yep. Do I give up? That's not a question at all. Having chosen this path, we must see it through to the very end. Renko, Yomu, Messiah, and even Mr. Edgeworth have all done so much to back me up. For them and for myself, I have to see it through to the very end. To never give up. This is what I live by as a member of the Secret Sealing Club.
I'm a secret sealer. It seems the defense is truly at a loss for words. So this 4th time is definitely going to be when she stops.
In that case, defense, I ask one last time. Do you have any more doubts regarding this witness? If there aren't any, the cross-examination of this witness shall come to an end. I do.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, what
The
now?
defense wishes to submit new evidence. The evidence that can prove that the book was taken away from the day of the murder.
Why'd they need to make her chest so big? Yeah, I don't really know. They just did. New evidence at a time like this.
Alright, please present this evidence. The evidence that proves the book was taken away from the day of the murder is...
All right.
Well, okay.
Here we
We
go.
don't even need to do this because technically, the bloodstain. The book that was there was taken and left the missing bloodstain. So obviously that had to have been the book, since it's all in serial number order.
What?
And the only one missing, like, it was already there. I know who we have to call. We gotta call the last resort guy.
Yeah.
But it's still. Like, you don't have to prove it. It's like, it literally was in numerical order. If the book hadn't been there, then the bloodstain would have been on the shelf.
I think
It wasn't.
what Reimu's argument is that if she stole a book in the past, like a couple of years ago, and they couldn't find it, then they made a new version of that book and put that one up. And that's the one that got stolen by somebody else.
Okay, that could be true. Okay.
All right, time to
All right.
present Kita's testimony. Hopefully this has no unintended consequences.
The defense wishes to summon a new witness.
Yeah, like fucking 13 different riflemen showing up.
Yeah.
A new witness.
Defense, are you saying you also have a witness prepared? I do. On the day of the murder, around 7 a.m., this witness saw someone flee the library while holding a blue book. How
What?
does this prove anything, then? If that theory is true, that book was replaced,
Well,
Then
but if
that still doesn't help.
he described the person as he saw having red on them. He couldn't tell whether it was blood or their clothing. So that could lead to
Exactly.
Reimu.
But that's still vague.
But we can
You
we
know?
can try discerning something from that. I don't know. Did she?
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's
No,
a long
I mean,
shot.
that's what we're supposed to do.
Huh?
Okay. Due to certain reasons, the witness wishes to avoid testifying. However, the defense hereby requests to summon the witness to court. His testimony can prove that this book was taken on the day of the murder. I see. If there is such a witness, then the testimony proves to be without holes. Nope. Bunch of holes.
Yeah.
This testimony will suffice as proof. Tons of holes.
What? Wait.
What is it, prosecution?
Before we summon the witness, I'd like to confirm a few things. What does the book have to do to correlate with the murder? We know a book was taken from the scene of the crime after the murder because there's a break in the blood stains or whatever, exactly where that book was. And we suspect Reimu of having the book, meaning she would have been there to take that book and as literally like right after the murder occurred.
Yeah, it connects her to the murder.
Yeah.
So,
Who is this person? Is he a reliable source of information? Also, I'd like to mention that this is a flashback to before the first case of the game. So Reimu was actually guilty in the first case, and then she's like, we're accusing her of being guilty a year prior. So not a great track record for her.
She's Shrine Maiden. She can do whatever she wants.
You know what? True.
Let her take a nap.
Yeah, she just wants some sleep, man. Is he a reliable source of information? Also a little bit.
No wonder she murdered the second time. She didn't get a nap today.
so, to be fair, I don't think Admitted Gurfness has played Investigations.
The person in question is a human who had been passing by the library.
Oh, now that's strange. Why would a human climb a dangerous yokai mountain first thing in the morning? And he just so happened to pass by the library.
According to him, he was looking for his son. Maybe the son did it.
Oh, you haven't played any of the games, got it? Not even mainline. To be fair, I don't think I have either, actually. But I've seen a
lot of playthroughs, though.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Isn't that even more suspicious? If he had a child, that means he's probably someone in his mid-30s. But if I've ever heard of any human made in Gensokyo who has the strength to just climb Yokai Mountain and not be harmed.
Well, he is indeed mysterious.
Watch Johnny Awesome play the trilogy? I've never heard of them. I watched RT play the trilogy, was who I saw.
He said that he only came to Gensokyo recently. He's from the outside world.
An outsider? That's even more strange. As far as I know, outsiders are all basically weaklings who don't want to work and have a bunch of weird habits. I mean, you're right, but come on, man. They all...
Wait, Mary is an outsider.
Yeah, and your point being?
This is true.
All they achieve in Gensokyo is being eaten by yokai. That's not a jab at the lawyer over there.
Yeah, totally a jab at it. What is the prosecution's angle here?
How could such a person go up Yokai Mountain and come out unscathed? Your Honor, I'm doubtful as to whether this suspicious witness can be trusted. More fucking...
Even if he is suspicious, that can't be solved by asking... Can't that be solved by asking him questions in court? Summon him to court, and then we can have the prosecution question him. What issues can't be solved with that?
Also, he's a lot more fucking trustworthy right now than Reimu.
The one who's been lying all day long.
For the whole day.
Yes, indeed. There is no reason not to summon this witness.
Wait. As I said, this witness is very suspicious. But on the contrary, if he is indeed that powerful, don't forget that he's a human.
Is there something wrong with being a human?
Oh, you haven't been in Gensokyo for long, so you don't know. In Gensokyo, the power of humanity is a sensitive issue. If he were a black and white magician who has immense power and is under the surveillance of the Hakurei Shrine Maiden, then it'd be fine. But at the end of the day, if a human has the ability to fend off yokai, then he himself could surpass the limits of humanity and become something scary.
What are you trying to say?
I'm thinking that if that witness has the ability to randomly climb up Yokai Mountain and come back unscathed, perhaps he wouldn't be much different from a yokai.
What?
Your point being? And I think if that's the case, everyone present, not just the one in the judge's seat, but the one in the defense's stand as well, they wouldn't ignore that, would they? Huh? I've heard of it, the Jinyo incident. Or, well, you can call him the fortune teller. Hey, what the heck are you?
Hey. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not someone who just caused trouble like that and kill a fortune teller for no reason.
Uh-huh.
Do you have faith in your own words? Oh, man, he was really tempting to kill, though. So, in my humble opinion, whether it's to protect this witness or maintain order in the court, we can't summon the witness until we shoo Reimu out of here.
What is she thinking? Goodness me, the prosecution is concerned about the defense's and the witness's personal safety.
Well, there's all sorts of considerations here, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Yeah, fuck your safety. Oh, ah!
Yeah. Save your breath.
Maybe we could talk about this. Come on, man.
May the witness take the stand.
Gonna save the game.
I told you not to call me. Where have the Tengu in the defense's lobby gone? Why is there no response? Ran, go check on the situation in there. Who is she talking to?
Yukari-sama!
What is it?
The 2 guards in the waiting room are passed out on the floor. Besides them, the room is empty.
What? Mr. Katsura, what about Renko?
There is no one else in the room besides the 2 unconscious Tengu.
What kind of joke is that? Something's wrong. Something is very horribly wrong. This can't be real.
This can't be real. You doing alright, buddy?
Just having trouble breathing. I ran at least 10 feet.
Yeah.
No. No. Renko!
Man, Discord.
Oh!
Yeah, no, Discord really didn't like that first one. I heard Renko.
Oh, Renko.
Yeah, I would say that's more like it.
And so, the third trial abruptly came to a stop. Yukari Yakumo sent a large number of personnel to search for the missing Renko and Mr. Katsura. But it was like they disappeared from the world. There was no trace of them. I couldn't find Renko anywhere. Huff, huff.
Huff, huff, puff, puff.
Huff, huff, puff, huff. Renko? She's not here either. Yomu?
Yomu, my best friend in the world. You'd never betray me, right?
Did you find Renko? You suck, Renko. You were Yomu.
Yeah, you Renko, Yomu, Mary.
Yomu? Say something. Nothing can remain a secret forever. Witness mysteriously disappeared during trial. The news spread like wildfire. The yokai, who never liked the judicial system to begin with, used this incident to relentlessly attack it. Not only did they pressure the ones in charge, they publicly denounced the very existence of courtrooms. Discontent of courts spread even amongst humans. The judicial system can't protect humans at all. The court hampers interaction between humans and yokai. As such, with all the pressures from the outside, the third day of the trial couldn't even be called a trial. It better to call it a formality to be rushed through, announcing the defendant's innocence as quickly as possible. Yet there was no mention of the true culprit behind this incident. Things ended just like that.
I mean, to be fair, that was kind of the point of the trial, was to find whether Aya was innocent or not, so, you know.
Wait, so this means... We won! We won!
We did it! Let's go!
We won! We won!
Renko's dead.
No, we killed... Renko's missing. We killed the judicial system. But we won! We won!
We did. That was us.
But that didn't do much to silence the voices of protest. In fact, they got even louder. Pressured by the Hakure Shrine Maiden and other major yokai, cracks began to show in the yokoi of boundaries disposition. Not long after that, the judicial system officially came to an end. And yet, many people related to the judicial system were attacked by the Yukari Yokomo wanted to help, but she was helpless to stop. I temporarily stayed at Mayashi under Yokari Yakumo's protection, so I wasn't hurt. As for Mr. Edgeworth, I later received a letter from him. He had decided to change his name and temporarily stay at Aente.
Yeah, that's why his name's Kita.
On one hand, it was to study medical knowledge. On the other hand, it was to avoid being harmed. As for his new home, it was the name of his friend.
Or his new name.
Or whatever. Kita Katsura. As for Mr. Katsura and Renko, no one has heard of them since. In order to find Renko, I searched almost every place in Gensokyo. I was shunned. I was injured. But that's all in the past. Renko is gone. I couldn't find her. That's what matters. Why? Just why? Afterwards, I received the help of Mr. Edgeworth. He told me that he had also been looking into this incident. He's also visited lots of places, yet there were no clues. We decided that we had to get to the bottom of this no matter what. For the case, Mr. Katsura, and for Renko. Soon enough, a year had passed. Which brings me to where I am now.
Now let me recount the story of when I told this story to you. Chapter 1. I forgot about Hirari being here.
Oh, I know, right? I think I'm Hirari.
Yes.
Yomu?
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the table of like 75% of this table is characters you voice.
Yes. Tell me it's already been a year. Do you still hate me?
What do you think?
Yes. No. I think you're her, right? Or my?
No, I'm Yomu. I'm Yomu.
All right, you're Yomu. Everybody else. It's already been so long. But I haven't forgotten that incident either. Miss Aya?
This agency was originally yours. Renko told me it exists to assist the weak humans of Gensokyo. She even said if you and her weren't here anymore, that I should continue running this agency. What was the newest Toho game when this came out? I don't know, actually. I'm willing to bet 14, considering there's no character past 14 in this game. That's my guess. Oh, it was LOL-K. Never mind. Never mind. Real's got the answers. Thank you, Real. Now she's not here anymore, yet you still are.
Yomu-san.
You abandoned this place, as if it never existed. Yeah, 'cause she was looking for Renko.
Yeah, she was also hiding to protect herself, let's be fair.
Oh, yeah, actually, no, she was doing that, yes. But it did exist. Renko, she did exist.
Yomu-sama? But now things have changed. You were the one who solved that case a few days ago, Yomu. The badge you found on Reimu Hakure, my attorney's badge. I believe that incident has also been bothering her the past year. She's been carrying it around ever since she got it from Yukari Yokomo. Well, why? We aren't sure right now. But perhaps it's time. What do you mean?
Time we kill Reimu.
In that case a year ago, there weren't many clues due to the lack of evidence, the effective investigation. But now it's different. Mr. Edgeworth has learned many new techniques from Ayante. The only issue now is how to get through the barrier and reach the crime scene from 1 year ago. You don't mean? Yes. With the Hakure Shrine Maiden's arrest, this has become a non-issue. At 7 a.m. tomorrow, Mr. Edgeworth and I will be waiting for you at the foot of Yukari Mountain. Yokai Mountain.
You have
This is
Yukari
dangerous.
Mountain.
Yeah, it's fine. Whichever.
I just-
This is a dangerous endeavor. Whether you want to come up to you.
I'm just envisioning like Yokai Mountain just replaced with like a giant Yukari just laying down. Like,
I mean, it just
just kick it back, relaxing. Just like it's Yukari Mountain.
let's climb Yukari.
You can, yeah. Just like you better watch out. It's very like if she rolls over in her sleep, it's gonna be very bad for us.
Yes.
You can
Hopefully
see
she
it.
doesn't drool or will drown.
This plus the boobs. Yeah, I mean they basically made her chest the size of a mountain.
Yeah, they basically, that's what I was thinking when the whole thing, so I wasn't going to mention it, but yes, Yukari Mountain, it's like, yes,
Yeah.
it has 2 peaks.
Mount
So it's like, it's
Rushmore.
just bad, so. Alright.
You read that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yomu? This might be our last chance to find Renko's whereabouts.
I love this piano song. Piano's a very nice instrument. Chapter 3. End. We got
Bum.
it. We beat chapter 3.
I mean, exactly at 11:02, so that's even really good timing.
Yeah, no, I
So-
love how it became 11 and you just knew like yeah, it's gonna be coming up soon. And, like,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that is definitely where we're gonna have to call it. Four streams later, we got it done. We got chapter
Yes,
3
we
done.
got to end at 3.
We gotta stop the game there.
Yeah, do not want to do that. So,
Game's
I
trying to
wish
be
they told you who this question mark person is, because then we don't know what voice to give. It's
Well,
not like they're introducing new characters at this point.
No, but if
So-
they told us, okay, well I get that for the regular scenes, but if they told us for these introduction scenes at the start of the chapter, it kind of ruin the case. No.
No, it would, but it's like, but then
Yeah.
what voice do we give?
I don't
That's
know.
the problem.
Just fucking just give him Hagrid's voice.
So, Hagrid.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how to do a Hagrid impression either.
I can't do a Hagrid. So,
All right, well, we're gonna have to can that idea. In any case, thank you so much to Overwatch the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.
bye.
Oh wait, what's your opinion on the? Sorry, wait. What's your opinion on the new Oblivion game? Oh, actually, yeah, Dad. Wait, real quick. Did you? They released the Oblivion remaster, like just out of
I don't-
nowhere.
What?
Oblivion is fucking okay. Hold on. I want to get sidetracked for like a last minute. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. I can just pull up Steam.
All right, you're gonna have to reshare because I closed the
Yeah,
stream.
that's fine. I need to share my desktop anyway. Fuck. Here, share screen, whole screen, and then
And then left stream.
yeah, and then display capture. This is Oblivion. This is the 4th Elder Scrolls game, and it got remade recently in HD. I don't ever remember hearing this being announced. It just kind of happened. I think this is funny. I'm probably not gonna play it. It's like $50. I'm probably not gonna play it. but I think it's cool that it's a thing. Yeah,
But they just released it. There was no hype before it.
yeah. No, listen, look, like this released like 3 days ago, or no, 2 days ago, just out of nowhere. April 20th.
That's crazy.
It's just here now, and we can't. It just appeared. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, Elder Scrolls 4.
Yeah. Boom. There it is.
I
So,
don't know, man.
buy it.
All right,
So,
well, that's our opinions, in case you're wondering. All right, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.
bye.